Yo.
What's up?
What's up? I can hear you for now. See how that goes.
Awesome. Yeah, we're doing battle against Mother Nature itself right now.
Yeah,
We're weathering the storm for real.
Yeah, just for everybody to know, which we'll have a couple people pop in here soon, but this also goes on YouTube. But bad storm for him. Them old West Virginians getting fucked up right now, so he's gonna be kind of in and out for the stream probably.
It'd be all right. In and out.
The old in and out. Classic in and out.
Yeah. So thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you coming on, man. Yeah, hell yeah. I appreciate you hanging out, dude. Having a couple brewskis with me, chilling out.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, I know you've been pretty low-key for a while, so...
Yeah, man. Been super, super low-key.
Yeah.
We got to play the...
Cutting out.
There you go. Victims, 156 Silence. It was killer.
And
but
that
other
was
than
where?
That, we haven't been doing shit. It was at Preserving Underground in Pittsburgh.
Oh, sick.
It was like the hometown CD release show for those guys, so I was really happy for them.
That's badass. I saw that post. I saw that earlier. I was checking it out. It looked like it was badass.
It was. And you know what's crazy about that? Is that show was the exact same day as the...
It was the exact same as the what now?
Record release show. So they were on the same day. So the town was basically torn. You were going to go see Pantera or you had to go see Silence.
I hate when that happens, dude.
Yeah. And, you know, no big deal. It was probably just the biggest metal tour to come through Pittsburgh in the last 20 years, the Pantera tour. You know, everyone realizes like that's just a monster to have to compete.
Yeah, that definitely sucks.
With, but and of course everybody.
Yeah, no, that's I have a lot of like local bands I talk to that have that shit happen where they're like, oh, we have such a big show, and then something bigger pops up all of a sudden right on top of them and smothers them. It sucks.
Dude, the last minute ones, but if you could just try to plan that out the best you can, that's actually a good plan of action. You know what I mean? What are you competing with?
Yeah.
Day in and day out in these cities, because man, sometimes there could be 2 or 3 sick metal shows. You know, and it's not good for anybody, honestly.
Yeah.
It's really not.
Which I mean,
but
Pittsburgh, the way Pittsburgh is, you either have 10 or 1,000 people. It's going to be pretty fucking gnarly either way with those guys.
Yeah, it's a blue collar town. Everyone loves metal. You know what I mean? Like you could have a really great show with 10, 15 people who really just want to be there.
It's all about getting drunk and starting to swing it around and see what happens.
Yeah, the bodies start going and the fists start flying.
Yeah, for sure. What's
your moshing etiquette? How do you get down in the pit? When we start there, what's your mosh?
Man.
Mosh history and mosh. You know, what do you like to do out there? Are you like a stage diver? Are you just like a side headbanger?
So
are you like a front row headbanger? Those guys.
I'm the front row. I'm always front row. I'll get to a show 6 hours early if it means I'm front row every time.
That's awesome.
Like Animals as Leaders at Buckhead Theater. We were there 6 or 7 hours early. We were the first there, and I got front row. Animals as Leaders, just headbanging, enjoying the music. That was all it was.
That's killer.
And you know, I'll mosh sometimes if it's right. Like my first show ever, we got to see Bro Job, Left to Suffer, and one more band. And it was when they were really small. They came to a little deli in Fort Oglethorpe, Georgia, which is where I'm at.
Damn.
And so there was probably 50 or 60 people in there all hanging out. And the pit was like 10 people, but you were fucking slinging each... slinging. Oh, and Hunt the Dinosaur. That's who it was. Hunt the Dinosaur, Left to Suffer, Bro Job.
Who booked at the deli?
Honestly, I didn't realize this, but so many big bands have played at that deli when they were small, and I didn't realize that.
Wow.
That was apparently a pretty big place for them to play at, and it was like 60 or 70 people in this butt-fuck town in the middle of, like, North Georgia.
It's like, you can have a show here. We'll feed you. Like, can't lose.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we'll feed you. We'll give you half the cut, and there you go. You've got fucking North Georgian retards willing to come in and beat the shit out of each other. Have fun. But yeah,
the what the fuck is up Denny's phenomenon.
That's exactly what it was, dude. No fancy lighting. Just turn the fluorescence
lighting.
Just turn the fluorescence off in the back of the room and just fucking get it going. That's all it was, dude.
You know what it is? It's like the owner's kid loves metal, and he just worked his way in there like, listen, Mom, you need to book this band. Love to Suffer. They're really good.
Book this band. You'll have at least 100 people here. You can charge like $6 a sandwich. It'll be fucking great. I swear to God.
We're gonna crush it, Ma. We're gonna
crush it. Don't worry about what they do in the parking lot after the show. That's fine. Just the show, they get paid the sandwich. It's fine. It works perfect.
Don't mind the fact that someone's face went through the deli counter. You know what I mean?
Like, we'll hold them liable. It'll be fine. I promise. I'll fix all of it.
Just put some putty on it. It'll be all right.
Yeah, it'll be okay. We'll buff that out later. We'll buff out the floor later. It's okay.
So funny on so many levels.
Dude, that concert was fun, though. We ended up going outside with Hunter from Hunt the Dinosaur in their tour van, and they were, like, smoking out of some sort of, like, World War II war history piece that somebody turned into a bong out of some dude's van. Like, it was classic Georgia move.
I love it. We played Summit Fest in Ohio with them last summer in the parking lot behind the venue.
Damn. That would have been pretty crazy, though. With Hunt the Dinosaur?
With Hunt the Dinosaur, we played with them. Impending Doom, Unearth,
that's
Convalescence. It was really
the Convalescence. Nice. That's a sick lineup, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. It was super, super sick.
I got to go to Ohio, I guess. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See,
Ohio throws down. Ohio definitely throws down.
Ohio is fucking insane. See, I had Sorrow Eater on the stream a few streams ago, and Sorrow Eater is, Hunter is the vocalist for the band, so it's kind of like his second band in a way, but the other guy owns it. D, he's the guitarist. And I had them on, and they just hung out and got more progressively drunk as the stream went. So it was a pretty good time.
Yeah, they seem like they really know how to have a good time.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Just really have fun with it. Yeah, we played that show with them. I didn't get to hang out with them a lot, but it was really cool. It was nice.
Yeah, no, they're really cool. They're all down to earth. Like, all the members of that band and Hunt the Dinosaur, they're all super chill.
Destroyed it that day. Absolutely destroyed it.
They are an insane stage presence. Like, seeing them live was really fun.
Yeah. Yeah,
and you got Hunter's eye roll trick he does.
Yeah, and just his crazy cadences and just the breakdowns, and it's so tight.
Yeah.
Powerful. I mean, it's just got spin-offs for sure.
They were definitely something new when they came out and kind of opened up the scene to that kind of music. Because I feel like that, with that kind of rap cadence at the same time, but also having like his speed vocals, I didn't really hear that a lot at that time when that came out. And then, they had Bro Drive right behind them, Booty Shorts. That was that's cool too.
You like listening to the Grave at all? You ever listen to the Grave? Did they kind of have that thing going on as well?
I just reached out to the Grave like last week about trying to get them on the stream. So hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah, those Aussies know how to fuck shit up.
Dude, Aussies and New Zealanders fuck it up.
Yeah. I used to play a lot of rugby in college and high school.
Oh, really?
And there was this one guy. I'm not going to tell his name because he's like a lawyer saying fuck.
Oh, yeah.
He was just an animal. Like, he was that textbook, just the crocodile hunter jock,
the Australian freak
who fights saltwater crocodiles on the reg, like for fun, you know.
the average
box
Florida
jellyfish. Yeah, Florida man on steroids.
Florida man ain't got shit on an actual Australian, bro. Seriously.
No,
but yeah, like alien weaponry and Archspire and alien weaponry, New Zealand, Australia, like those guys are fucking insane. They're just like a new different breed. When they really get into it, I don't understand it, man.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a billion things around you all the time that can kill you, I mean, it just breeds certain personality traits to be in that danger.
Yeah, it toughens you up a little bit.
I mean, are you going in the water anywhere in Australia? I mean,
I wouldn't.
But these motherfuckers are like, oh, jump in. You can't. And you're like, you know.
Like, right. Fucking get in there. It's just a little crocodile. Here, let me just fucking throw his ass out for you.
I'm just trying not to be, you know, I'm trying not to punk out
It's
here.
like, oh, no, it's just a crocodile, dude. Don't worry about it. He's out of here.
Yeah, dude, the crocodile hunter. I remember being a kid and seeing him for the first time. He literally jumped out of a fucking, like, canoe onto a crocodile that was in the water and, like, wrangled it ashore.
Yeah, then he would just come back up and be like, all right, well, I got the fucker. Like, let's pull it this way.
You're fucking shit up.
Yeah, those guys and those alligator hunters that like sticking down in Louisiana, which they have guns. Australians don't use guns; they use their hands. So those guys are kind of a different breed, honestly.
Dude, yeah, I'm not going in the swamp anyway. Like
I'm not either. I don't fuck with it.
I've had a lot of opportunities to go in like a fish. I'm getting on that bitch. I'm not. Then what the fuck am I gonna do?
Yeah, like I don't fuck with them. Like especially the rivers down here, like the Tennessee River. I don't know what the fuck's in that. That shit's so nasty, dude. They limit you on how many catfish you can eat if you catch them. Like I'm not fucking getting in that river, dude. That shit's nasty.
What's the limit?
It's like two a month or some shit.
Like a day or like a week?
Hold on, I'll look it up. I'm pretty sure it's like a month.
A month?
It's fucked.
Dude, that ain't good. I wouldn't eat any of that shit. No way. 2 a month?
Let's see. Let me see if I can even get a result.
Yeah, can we look into this? Because that's crazy. Like if you can't eat like, and what's like what qualifies as one fish? Like how many ounces? Like, even if it's like 2 small ones?
I have no idea.
That's your quota for 30 days? Brother, you're gonna starve to death. Man.
Oh, I'm trying to find it, dude. I don't think I can. Oh, hold on. Sinking Creek. Chattanooga. There it is. Chattanooga collection. Oh, I don't know. Fuck, it ain't gonna show it. I'll have to do like an hour of research to find that fucking number. Let's try Chattanooga. It doesn't say, which is probably a good thing it doesn't say because it would probably scare the shit out of people.
Yeah, no, for the locals, it's like...
Yeah.
2 of these fucking fish a month.
Like, if a local's telling you not to eat them, you probably shouldn't eat them.
But if you have to survive.
Yeah, like, he's gonna walk out like a Chernobylite and just fucking start walking on legs and turn into a human. Like, it's not good.
I mean, maybe that's what the... 1 every 6 months maybe could do great things.
Yeah, that's enough to give you, like, superpowers without killing you.
Because you've been eating the fish every once in a while out of that river of death, and you're going to be ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, you'll be having superpowers that won't end your life if you eat 1 a month.
Little radiation, a little Ebola, you're good.
I'll be the next Marvel superhero, bro.
They just call me Big Immune.
Immune. They call me the Chattahoochee Coochie.
Oh man, is it a podcast or what?
Yeah. Anyways,
guys in here.
Chattanooga. Yeah, don't come down here, please. We have enough people here now. Please, for the love of God, please. I can't pay my rent. Stop.
Dude, we played this weird coffee shop in Chattanooga on the Worm Shepherd tour.
It was 420, wasn't it?
Yes. Yes,
I know exactly what you're talking about. It was a small little room, and you were sick, I believe.
Fucking, I didn't play, but the crowd that night, and it was actually hilarious to see him because he like never does banter. So
really?
It was fun. It was funny to see him up there doing his thing. But yeah, that was a weird place for a show. Very weird place. Worm Shepherd ended up not playing because they didn't even have the correct PA setup that they said that they would have to run all the backtrack.
Yeah, Chattanooga is
disaster.
Chattanooga's weird in terms of like shows. Like it's not a big enough city, I don't think, for a lot of shows. Like there's like Songbird, and then the Signal. Those are the only two I'd recommend you ever playing a show at. The Signal is sick. Gojira got to play at the Signal a couple years ago. And that's where I got this drumstick.
Oh, sick.
Mario threw it to me. Yeah.
I love it, dude. You're lucky to get your arm torn off for that.
I know. I caught it and I was like looking around and nobody was trying to kill me. So it was nice.
Sometimes you don't want to be that guy that catches the shit in the crowd because the blood gets in the water, if you know what I mean.
Dude, it depends on the venue. That venue was so chill, though. It was such a small... Like, there was probably 400 or 500 people there. A really small crowd for Gojira, so it was super intimate.
Very small.
And everybody was just fucking enjoying it. And it was sick. Yeah. So
it is kind of that crowd. Good... Like, let me just stand here and vibe out. Like, try not to run into me if you don't vibe a show like that more than like a mosh show.
Yeah,
you
like
want to like because it's like seeing Tool live. It like puts you in a trance.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, Gojira was that way with me, and I was just like, I kind of shed some tears. If I'm not gonna lie, because like Gojira, I've dreamed of seeing them play, and to see them in such a small venue, and I was, again, I'm a front row kind of guy. I'll get there early. I was there.
Oh yeah.
So it's like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It was badass. They will put you in a trance. Same with Animals as Leaders. They'll get you in a trance pretty good.
They're beyond just making music in that band. Like they're creating like
dude,
a soundscape for you to escape to for just a little while.
Yeah.
It's pretty
a lot of emotion in their music. It's fucking nice.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, they know how to hit you in the feels.
Oh yeah.
Heavy. And that's special talent. That's definitely.
And then you got places like
special talent. From Mars to Sirius. I mean, that record from them is like probably a top 10 metal album in my life.
I would,
that one. I just love it. I mean, I love their other records too, but that one was just the right place, right time record.
That's, I don't know. I don't think they've ever made a bad song, and that's just me talking, because I'm just kind of sucking their dick.
No, they haven't.
Yeah. But Mars is Serious. You can
just
on that Gojbo, bro. But yeah, Mars is Serious. You can just listen and just be in a trance. That whole fucking album, it's insane.
Yeah.
And then you got places in Atlanta like fucking. Yeah, mushroom. Yeah, dude. And there's those people. There were those people at the Signal. They were there just fucking like staring the whole time, bro.
Yeah. They're going through changes. They're straight up going through changes.
They're going through like the 7 stages of grief and agony and like and they're having their like final period at the end. They're like fucking ascending into heaven. It was so good, bro.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, and then you got places like fucking Furnace 41 in Atlanta, whatever it's called, and then you'll have bands like Equipoise. People will tear each other's throats out, which are also good. I don't know if you ever heard of Equipoise.
I know that name, but I couldn't like tell you one of their songs like if I heard it. But I know like that of that band.
Fretless Bass. Is it like Heaven?
Yeah. kind of like Beyond Creation. That
yeah, I got to see. They actually played that night. It was Equipoise, and then Beyond Creation was the headline. And they played their entire new album that they had come out with. It was like a 2-hour long set. It was insane.
These guys are machines.
I know, and
these guys
didn't look like they were breaking a sweat. Like it was fucking insanely, and that was one of my first shows. And to see them play a 2-hour set, it was just like, what the fuck, you know? Like I'll never feel this way again. Like,
yeah, dude. So all right, what's not in any particular order because sometimes it's too hard to pick, but top live music experiences of any genre. Go. You do one and then I'll do one.
So I haven't gotten the opportunity to see a lot of live music because of how busy I've been since forever moving out, you know, because like I said, I'm still young.
Mm-hmm.
But I would have to say my top concert, it's got to be the Gojira concert, just because of how intimate it was and how everybody was like individually connecting with the band.
Right.
And I don't know, dude. And like I said, like you said, very emotional, but also just kind of a holy shit, this is sick. And in a smaller town, like Chattanooga is not that big. But for them to play in a venue of that size, I don't know. It felt like a privilege that I'm probably not going to get again, honestly, with the band their size.
Probably not going to be playing a whole lot of shows like that in the future. So it was sick that you got to see one.
Yeah, and it being one of my, you know, probably first 5 shows I ever got to see. And I got this fucker's drumstick. Yeah, like I can't.
The planets
I can't
aligned.
Beat that, dude.
Yeah, the planets really aligned on that one. Man, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Gonna have to go like on some. I went and bought tickets to see 9 Inch Nails in a small club in Philadelphia. This was like when With Teeth. To date myself, this was when like With Teeth came out. So, like, Trent Reznor had been really open about like he was an addict and all this other stuff, and he came back and was fucking destroyed it. Played for like over 2 hours, just a little bit of everything from such a wild catalog that they have.
Yeah.
And you know, 9 Inch Nails was one of those bands for me. Like, if it wasn't for a band like that, I probably wouldn't have ever found really heavy music. They were like that segue band that got me to like the next heavier thing. Because that's kind of how it starts. You know, unless you have that someone who could plug you right in into the super heavy, you know. Me being kind of like the oldest kid in my family, you know, I had to, you know, just kind of find music where I could. But 9 Inch Nails was, you know, 9 Inch Nails, Rob Zombie, you know, Manson, like Cold Chamber, like new metal stuff. You know, that was probably the beginning of the dark side for me.
Yeah, no, for sure. What's up, Bicycle? Yeah. That's my fiance. She said, what's up? You're not here yet. What the fuck? Come shut this kitten up, please. For the love of God, please. Spare me with this kitten, man. Please. You know what I mean? But yeah, I had... My segues into metal were like... My dad grew up, you know, listening to a lot of grunge and shit. And he listened to a little bit of heavier stuff, but nothing crazy. But like Killswitch Engage was one of my earliest that got me into... And then I had Linkin Park, which was a big influence in my life. I had Gorillaz, which was also a big influence for me, which kind of blended all the genres to some weird kind of bands I could find everywhere, you know. And then as I got in... You say something? It cut out.
Oh, I was just saying, I love all those bands. Like, I think they're great segue bands, and, you know, elitist douchebags will be like, oh, well, you know, Linkin Park sucks, but dude, if it wasn't for Linkin, dude, all the metalheads that were brought in by a band like that, like, it's important. I mean, they're important because they get young people. They'll find Slam and Cannibal Corpse and black metal and all the really dingy, dirty stuff.
They were like a lot of people's stepping stone into metal and rock and all that shit. Especially Gorillaz. I mean, Gorillaz didn't have a lot of rock or anything, but they had so many genres in their music, and all of their songs were so different. It would pull you in any kind of direction, I feel like, or it did for me at least.
Yeah, no, that. You know what I mean? That's how weird their music was, from track to track, single to single.
Yeah. And then, like, back when I was 14, like 2014, 2015, I found Animals as Leaders. And I've been a drummer since I was in 6th grade. So that got me into super technical, polyrhythmic kind of stuff. Because I'd never heard a band like that before. I was like, oh, this is sick. And then that helped me find all these other bands like Pliny, and then Animals as Leaders, and Mestis, and all these different bands that kind of fall in a similar category. And I've just been in a rabbit hole that I've never been able to get out of. Dude, I'm a prog sucker.
Love the prog.
I like black and deathcore. I like deathcore. I like prog. Like, I haven't found a metal genre that I haven't liked. Honestly, I'm in a bad rabbit hole, dude.
No, that's beautiful, dude. That's great. A place to be in it, because it just gets more wild.
Exactly, and that's kind of the whole point of this project, is to hopefully be able to get people in that same rabbit hole so they can find more bands and discover more. Because I had listened to you guys before, but I hadn't really heard of you too heavy a couple years ago, and then I got really deep into your music. I was like, oh, these would be some sick dudes to talk to and see, kind of pick their brains a little bit and see what made them want to do like black and deathcore style,
Jordan Milner, father of like black and deathcore. Like when like Waking Divinity came out, like there wasn't a lot of that mix, crazy symphonic shit with breakdowns. Like there was Demi Borgir and stuff, but they really didn't have like the heavy parts. So no, he's very get to the forefront, man.
Yeah, no, for sure. And what band was I thinking of? When I think of a band that really got me into symphonic kind of darker stuff, was Flesh God Apocalypse.
Love Flesh God Apocalypse.
Dude, their music is also just kind of like like you don't know what you're going to get. And it kind of got me into this kind of thing. And then I found you guys, kind of a black and deathcore.
It's this chaotic, beautiful orchestra happening. And I remember when I first heard, I was like, this might be just a little too much. But then upon the second listen, you're like, it just takes a little while to digest. You know what I mean? Because it has you by the throat the whole time. And I don't think until like they did King did they kind of chill out and do more, I don't know.
Yeah.
More chilled out compositions and stuff. Like Labyrinth is just so heavy. So heavy.
Labyrinth is insane. One of my favorites.
Crushes your ball sack from the get-go.
Yeah,
it doesn't stop.
Yeah, it's just like, here you are. Now you're stuck. Congrats. I got you in my fucking head.
Love it.
Like, fuck you. You're going to listen to this whole thing. But,
yeah, man. Just gotta love those Italians. They know how it's beautiful every time.
Dude, they know how to do a lot of shit. I'm a big car person, too. Italians, cars, now metal. Like, what are they going to do next? I don't know.
Yeah, they're just
Italians
taking
are innovative.
Over low-key.
Yeah, like
Very
Germans,
innovative.
taking it all over.
Yeah, yeah. But they're classy about it. They're not being loud about it. They're just slowly dominating.
Very classy. Something that you got to sit there and kind of open your ears up for, and then you'll hear everything.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
I know we were talking about, like, you know, all these bands know each other. Everybody, it's weird how metal is kind of like this. It's like a big fan. Like, tons of people I never thought I would know all of each other, and it's all kind of a weird tree. So, like, who do you think is the biggest influencer that you've been able to get a relationship or connection with that you were maybe never thought you'd get to talk to?
When Dave Otero did the production work on Labyrinthian, that was actually a pretty big thing for me, and had watched like all their making of documentaries since oh my god, I'm having such a brain fart right now. But anyways, like Dave Otero, Allegiant, you know, he's done so many fucking awesome records with so many bands that I've had on my shelf for years. So getting a chance to work on a record with him was pretty wild.
Yeah, it's like a dream.
Yeah, because he's, you know, one of the best in the game. Everyone in the music biz knows who the fuck Dave Otero is.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And it's
just didn't have the budget for it, and he didn't have the time. But the fact that he worked on this, you know, our record with us was very humbling and a great personal achievement for me.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. And it helps you kind of personalize with that person as well and understand, like, they're good, you know, they're good guys. They're good people, you know? Because it's hard sometimes to make that connection.
Right. Favorite guys in metal, though? I don't want to leave anybody out, but I'm just going to throw some love to a few vocals because we're in the union together. You know what I mean? I got to just
vocal
represent
union.
for the vocalists out there. Yeah. Dude, Dave from Signs of the Swarm, when he agreed to do the feature on Labyrinthian for our song Will, and also go and dedicate all his time, like him working on that video. It was a video with him not in it, and in spite of him being incredibly busy, he, you know, was very gracious and generous with his time, brought all these incredible ideas. So yeah, very, very thankful for him. He's a great dude. I love Devin from Worm Shepherd. And he's a good boy, let me tell you. I love him.
He's a good boy.
He's like a son to me. He's like a son to me.
I'm gonna have
yeah, he's great.
I'm gonna have Trey on here soon.
Oh, that's Scallion. Well, you tell him that Uncle Rabby loves him.
Okay, I got you.
I do.
It shall be noted.
And you know, shout out to Pete from the Convalescence, who's honestly one of the biggest grinders and road dogs that are in this industry. He's always been super cool with us outside of Detroit on that tour we did with Worm Shepherd and our bucks, and helped us out big time. And the guys out there, all the screamers and girls.
Having a really bad cutout right now. A very bad one at the moment. Because like it's not your fault. You're fighting fucking Mother Nature here, brother. She's gonna win.
I'm out here.
Yeah, man.
Putting my life.
I'm out here. Roof just gets fucking ripped off. Like, yeah.
You know how real it is out here, motherfucker.
Are you connected to Wi-Fi?
Oh yeah. Like this is through my laptop.
I believe that this does work on. Well, you're on your laptop. Never mind. I believe it should work on data. So
Yeah, but I'm also in the mountains. It's a lose-lose. Really, Wi-Fi is the best way to go here. You know, it's just the.
I feel you. It's that Virginia life, boy. I get it.
Situation. Make the best of it and spend.
Yeah, no, hey, I don't give a shit. I just want to give you a heads up so you're not sitting here having the best fucking poetic justice of your life, and then you're just like, oh, I couldn't hear it. Sorry, dog. I don't want that to happen.
No worries, dude. It's in the ether.
I'm trying to give you some mercy. Yeah. It's like maybe it wasn't meant to be heard.
It's for the universe to decide, you know.
How long has y'all's band been a thing? Man, I know it's been out for a while. I remember seeing 2008, I think.
Process, you know, early 2000s.
Damn.
That was in 2008. And when I joined the band in 2019, you know, we did the first record I worked on was Labyrinthian when we got signed to Unique Leader.
Gotcha.
Which is a wild thing that happened, considering it was like during the apocalypse and pandemic, and we were like, oh well, you know.
Yeah, and I was thinking about that too. Like, Unique Leader is pretty sick, and I was like, oh damn, you know, y'all got on with him. That's fucking badass. Because Unique Leader is not small at all.
No, they're like the real metalheads know about Unique Leader. You know what I mean? Like the street cred of that record label is undeniable. I mean, when you think about, obviously it's changed a lot in the last few years, but when we were on it, it was Signs of the Swarm, Distant, Worm, Tomb, Mental Cruel. But yeah, now it's, you know, Crown Magnetar. There's so many great bands on Unique Leader. Jamie does an incredible job. Peeling Flesh.
I saw them earlier today online. Crown Magnet. Hold on. I've reached out to so many of these guys, which, you know, you don't know until you try. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But some of these dudes that I've heard from, I think I might have heard from Crown Magnetar. I'm trying to check. Can't remember. Oh, no, I didn't. Fuck. I didn't. It is what it is. But
yeah,
I've been listening to a lot of Crown Magnetar recently. A fucking lot.
Yeah.
And Mental Cruelty.
Yeah, I was listening to some Crown Magnetar in the old gym today, dude. Just so pissed. Like, at that moment.
So bad.
Like, that's exactly what I want. Like, I just want fucking pissed.
Well, dude, and I reached out to Unique, which I've reached out to a couple, like, labels, just because I'm thinking, you know, people have done podcasts and shit. I feel like this is a little bit different than a podcast.
Way more of a hang.
Way more of a hang. And I'm trying to, like, I've already gotten to talk to, like, some of these bands and a lot of big bands on my schedule. I'm trying to, like, dip out and talk to people and see what I can do, because I don't know how to work. They're like, what do you want from us? I don't really know. But I just know that I want to work with y'all. Like, somehow. Like, throw me something. I don't fucking know.
And some spicy nudes to get into the right people. So you just got to ask yourself, how much are you willing to degrade yourself? Because in this business, Sonny Jim, that's what it's all about.
Man, Apothecary OnlyFans coming in sooner than I thought, I guess.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Top. I'm
gonna be top percent, bro. You're gonna see it, I swear to God. Whatever I need for Crown Magnetar, it's happening, bro. I swear to God.
I don't know if you heard, but the word on the street is the apothecary hangs dong.
Dude, that thing be slinging, bro.
Yo, bro, they hang some pretty good dong there down at the apothecary.
He hits with a windmill, bro. Sounds like a fucking thunder strike, bro. It's insane.
Yeah. See? The fiance, she's looking over. Sure does.
Yeah, no, she's. What's going, you know? Well, maybe one day. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how desperate I get for attention.
Listen, man.
Hopefully not.
You gotta whore yourself out in this business. I don't know if anyone told you, but I've been around a minute, and I'm here to keep it real with you.
Yeah. We need the breeding process. When is that coming?
Dude, I wish I had a nice shiny quarter for any time someone has been like the breeding.
I figured.
Process.
I figured. I just came up with that on top of the head. I was like, surely people have brought that up.
It's an Aversion's Crown song, actually. They have a song called that.
They do. Process. You're fucking right. I didn't even think about that.
But it would be a lot cooler if the band name was The Breeding Process, because the t-shirt ideas that I would have for that spread it would be raunchy.
Metal fans are freaks, bro. They'll buy all that shit. You already know it, dude.
Your rocking process thing doesn't work out, then that's what I'm going to go right into the breeding.
You'll get a lot of steam quick from the metal community on the breeding. I swear to God, bro. There's some freaks.
Porn slam grind from the Steel City.
Porn slam choke grind. Yeah. That's the Philly way.
You're going to need a real nice diaphragm for your mouth at this show.
We keep it a basement for a reason. God damn.
We need no flyers.
Everybody knows what's going on here.
Follow my Instagram. follow our TikTok for our next heavy metal degradation fest.
Little kitty wants to join. I know she's being fucking loud as hell. I'm going to actually run to the restroom real quick and grab another drink.
Okay.
So
no worries.
I'm gonna put it on a little pause screen. So I'll be right back.
No worries.
All right. What is that? What is that smoke I see there, brother? It's not a incense.
Right there.
That's a what?
Don't worry about it.
Sorry.
It's a little
smoky dokey.
Sorry about that. I was a little high and forgot where the microphone was.
Bro forgot he had a microphone.
Was what it was. It was.
Little smoky tokey. No biggie.
Just a little how's your father, you know what I mean? Little
yeah. Oh yeah. Right. Just a little hangout juice.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. Speaking of a little hangout juice, I think I'm gonna switch it up.
Oh,
and since there was a little smack talk, I feel now it's gonna be important to represent and go with a little bit of the hazy boy special here. A little passion fruit.
A little hazy boy passion.
Little New England style. Shout out.
Very nice. And I'll just stick with what I got.
Right
so
when you're only having a couple, you might as well mix it up. You have a lot, you need some consistency.
Okay. Showing off the cat.
Oh, is that his one making all that
That's
racket?
the fucking bastard. That's him.
Man, so adorable for such an asshole.
Yeah, for such a loud motherfucker, dude.
He just wanted to be here, hanging out.
Which, you know, I get it. Who wouldn't? I understand. Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
We got 3 people watching right now. They clearly couldn't stand it. They wanted to be here. You know, I understand. I get it.
Shout out. What's up?
Yeah,
What's
the boys.
Up?
The 3 boys. Let's go.
What's up? What's up?
Pop a fucking drink with us.
Yeah. Cheers. Everyone hanging out with us tonight. Appreciate you.
Oh, yeah. Nice cold.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
All right. I do have a question. So,
just
what is kind of your dream venue?
Ooh, I think Red Rocks.
Red Rocks, yeah, I can understand that.
I think Red Rocks, man. Just to play in a place with like so much gnarly scenic beauty, I think that would be next level.
I can only again, I've never been.
So many other places are so much the same. You know, you go on tour, and the rooms start to like blend together a little bit. Not a lot of clubs have, I mean, but thing like it, you know, out in the fucking desert. I mean, talk about spacing out in the middle of nowhere,
dude. And that would be an experience for me. I've never been that far west. Like farthest west I've been was Kansas City, and that was like very recent. You know,
KC Mo, baby. Shout out KCK.
Bro,
love it.
KC was sick. I'm not gonna lie. I liked the shit out of that place. That was badass. I went for this right here. That World War I museum.
Oh, fuck.
We took that trip all the way up there just for that. I told you I'm a history freak, bro. We drove all the way the fuck up there just for that.
Yeah.
It was sick.
Awesome.
Barbecue was banging, too.
Dude, the barbecue is banging. Those ribs up there.
Dude. Those, like,
fire.
Beef ribs? God damn, bro.
Yeah, they do it right up there. They do it right.
My dad was telling me, like, we gotta go back just for those fucking ribs, man.
Hell yeah. Shout out KCK, baby. They got more going on than just the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, dude. It was just, like, for as big of a city as it was not crowded.
Really?
There was no traffic. It was in the middle of a weekday after rush hour. Traffic was flowing. It was not busy at all. It was such a nice place compared to like down here. You know, we got I-75. It's always fucked no matter what time it is.
Right. And then you have a city that just has an infrastructure with its shit together, you know?
Exactly. And they had like electric trams and shit. It was sick.
Yeah. They're on the rise, dude. The Midwest is on the up and up for sure.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I mean, St. Louis, I'm not going to lie. St. Louis was a shithole.
Well, no, I mean, you don't want to be caught fucking around out there. You know what I mean? But it's got a city with a great personality. Kind of like Detroit.
I don't know, dude. The amount of trash
Detroit places that are... But it's, you know, it's got a great personality to it.
Bro, I'd never seen so much trash on the freeway driving through there.
It was like on a major highway and it was still like a shithole.
Dude, like the highway, the freeway going through St. Louis up to Kansas City was just like trash bags. Like people were just throwing them out of their house. Like it was insane. And that's abandoned buildings and shit. There are a lot
of abandoned buildings.
It was crazy. What'd you say? The whole country has I-75? Yeah, no shit. The I-75 split in Chattanooga. Let me rephrase. That sucks.
Dude, yeah, man. I'm telling you, man, when everyone moved to, like, Tennessee and North Carolina and shit, like, that infrastructure really got fist-fucked.
Yeah, they were not prepared whatsoever.
They were not. I remember we were on the road and we were outside of, like, I don't know, we're on our way to Williams Park. Traffic just everywhere.
Everywhere.
And I just kept thinking to myself, like, where are all these people fucking coming from? Where are they coming?
Like driving
what's out here?
from here to Atlanta, like it's bad here. It's good for about 25 minutes, and then it's Atlanta traffic. There's like no pause to it. It's just constant bullshit. And dude, like I said, I can't emphasize how much I fucking hate Atlanta. I'll almost get in a fucking car wreck every time I go to Atlanta. I swear to God, no matter what.
Some of the worst, low key, some of the worst.
Dude, yeah. And you got the fuckers in the Maximas going 120, splitting traffic, and the fucking Challengers and the Altimas and shit. Which my fiance drives an Altima, so blame her.
It's on you. Bicycle my ass.
Yeah, bicycle bullshit. Leave me in my Altima. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. She'd be hauling ass down fucking a 45-mile-an-hour road. I'm like, God damn. It's that Altima spirit.
But yeah, man. Yeah. I think I always I like to play heavy metal shows outside. You know what I mean? I like that spacious. It's just so rare that you get to do it.
Yeah.
I crave it, you know?
I feel that.
And I feel like if it was the other way around, I'd be like, I miss the intimacy of the club. But
it's all about that balance.
Big stage. Because for a while we were traveling as like a 6-piece. So not a lot of room on that stage.
Yeah. Yeah, that would suck. A lot of equipment for a 6-piece, dude.
A drummer, a keyboard, a bassist, 2 guitarists, and me.
Yeah, dude, because a little Dodge church van ain't gonna cut it, dude, for a 6-piece.
No, yeah, full blowns. One of those.
It's that big money.
Big white van specials. Big white van specials.
It's that big money, baby.
Yeah.
So, if you personally weren't focused so much on music, and if you were to pick a different career path, you know, growing up, everybody's like, "Oh, I wanted to do this." What do you think you would have done or tried to chase?
Well, this music thing kind of runs its course. I'm going to probably try to write because that's what I went to college for. And I guess I wanted to be that, but then I got caught into just like writing heavy metal songs and working in bars and just living the life of a vagabond.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I think that when this is all said and done, I would really like to hone it in. And I got a little idea for a little book project that I'd like to get into when I get done with this.
Sick.
Life, like the opposite of what I've been doing.
Yeah, the very calm, quiet, writing a book in my studio with a cup of tea.
Same, yeah. I control the aspect of every day rather than being on the road and being at the whims of like whatever that day is. Yeah. And just being able to still be creative though, because I think that's necessary for like me. I don't know if I would be able to not make something.
Yeah, no, and it's all about you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like some people can't write a book. Like I could imagine writing a fucking book. I'm not one of those people. So good.
It all depends what it's about. I think everyone. It's like what that thing that they tell you in class. It's like, well, everyone's got a story. Like your story is sincerely unique to like, or to anyone else's. I mean, you may think it's not important, but it's like that crazy story about your Thanksgiving dinner, even though like if you're going through the list of it's that real life drama.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And I think you can write a book. Everyone can write one. It's just what is it going to be about?
Yeah, it's just if I can mentally handle it. Because I got ADHD, bro. I can't. I can barely fucking do this shit for 2 hours sometimes. Like, I'll be working, looking at the ceiling, and then I'll be doing this, and I'll be talking to somebody, and I'm like, damn, I'm bored. Let me go take a walk. Like, just random shit.
I just want to, like, I'm a mental wanderer. I tend to just trail off into the oblivions.
I feel that. I do too. I get in my head a lot, which is why I can't have a lot of alone time because I'll just be up in here. Like I got to be doing something. I got to be playing a game. I got to be cleaning. I got to be talking to somebody, or I'll just sit right
busy
here.
Body. Gotta keep it busy.
Yeah, or I'll be in my head, and it's not fun sometimes being in my head. I'll just overthink all day.
All that time where you just had to kind of deal with yourself. And you didn't have all those distractions that you would normally have available to you. And it made it really hard.
It does. I feel like everybody gets privileged to have these distractions, you know?
I know. We take them for granted, dude. 100%.
For sure. Because, like, 100%. Again, I'm into history, so I like watching these dudes that do these 18th century cooking and all this different shit. And it puts me in perspective. And it's like, what did these dudes do? You just sit here, you'll work, you know, but then you just fucking sit there. And of course, I guess they just work to keep themselves busy.
They told stories, bro. It's the stories.
True. They did.
It's the fucking stories, bro. Think about the art form of stories when there is no internet. Like everything you know about the world is like through firsthand or that's why what do you think about like cryptids and shit? You want to?
I was about to say, I was like, that's where our Appalachian monsters came from, were these fuckers that were living in the woods and shit, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So
I don't fuck with two things.
All right.
Native Americans and their shit. Native American mojo and magic, that shit's real. I don't fuck with it. I don't question it. Because I live near the battlefield in Chickamauga. I'm in North Georgia. Like it was heavy Native American Indian up here, right? I don't fuck with it. Cryptids are the second thing. I don't go in the woods looking for something. You know what I'm saying? Because if I hear it, it's there. I'm leaving.
Right. Yeah. Any kind of curse, any kind of like dark magic kind of shit that you could put on somebody. Yeah, you better believe that shit will fuck you up.
Dude, I believe it, and it's because it's the Appalachians. Don't disregard the Appalachians. They will fuck you up.
They will fuck childhood and life in West Virginia.
Yeah, these people are like, I'm gonna hike the mountains. Yeah, I'm good. They can let them.
You know what's funny about that though? I've done that like my whole life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like whitewater rafting and backpacking. I'm not talking like going out on a hike. I'm talking like going out for like 5 days with like everything you got.
I want to do that so bad.
Sleeping on a tarp and like under a tarp, you know what I mean? Just with your buddy, hope but nothing happened. It's scary.
Dude, I can imagine. What'd she say? Honestly, scariest thing in mountain is bears. Imagine being eaten alive. Yeah, I mean, bears don't fuck around. I don't know though. I'm kind of more scared of a cryptid in the shape of a tree.
I'm not worried about the animals of the woods. I honestly think the scariest thing is like a mountain lion.
Mountain lions make some weird noises, bro. We're having a really bad freeze right now. Because you're still frozen.
Frozen?
There you go. Now you're back.
Hey.
Yeah, bears don't give a fuck. No, you're right.
So much you got to worry about out there. I think it's sick fuck or some sort of like wild man.
Yeah, wild man, yeah. Now you're back. Sorry, your internet, dude, is fucking shit in the bed. So bad, bro. I heard the wild man though. That was the important part. Don't fuck with the wild man.
Yeah, don't fuck with the weird wild mountain people. of
Yeah,
Appalachia.
that's what we say down here, bro. You start hearing the banjos, start fucking running, dude. They'll get your
Yeah, dude.
ass.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, they will. Yeah, man. You got the fucking. We went to this place, me and my girlfriend. It's called Hawking Hills, Ohio. It's like right on the West Virginia Ohio border. It's still in the Appalachians, so it doesn't look like Ohio. Like it's very much like a mountain kind of place. This isn't the Oregon, you know. What is this? So I make a comment to the lady, and I'm like, "Hey, like, what's with all the Bigfoot stuff?" She goes, "Well, this is actually the most sightings on the East Coast of Bigfoot have happened like around here. This is like the East Coast Bigfoot hotspot."
Yeah, that'd make me feel great.
And I was like, like a 7. Where if something happens, you know, we're in trouble. We are on our own, for real.
Yeah, fuck that.
It was a little rough. I was like, man, why couldn't I find this out tomorrow after I got this hike done?
Yeah, after I hiked and I slept for the night. Yeah, because I'm gonna be thinking about this shit all night.
Yeah, man.
Same with like,
but it was a
Mothman.
great trip.
Like I'd be,
dude. Mothman, and it's from where our drummer Brian lives.
Oh, really?
That Ohio Valley area, bro, it's weird down there. I'm not gonna lie, it's weird. You just catch a vibe down there.
I want to go.
Not to
one
get
day.
like. You should, man. They have, and you know what's cool about that town is like they've embraced the Mothman thing. So there's like a museum and.
I've ever seen like a
that.
statue, like a Mothman statue. It was pretty badass. It'd be pretty sick to go.
Yeah.
See, we're a big. Oops, sorry.
Yeah, like the Men in Black, like one of the first like Men in Black sightings was there because of all the UFO sightings. Like people, like the government shaking people down and be like, you can't talk to the papers about this shit.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, so it's just got a really weird history down there that goes beyond like just the cryptid thing.
Yeah, I'll have to add that to a place to go for sure. Same with like, you know, the cryptid and the alien and shit. I'd want to go to the far west, like desert, like Nevada and shit.
Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I've been watching that show.
Dude, I tried with that show.
That show is so bad, dude. I'm not gonna lie at all. The idea is cool.
They ruined the lore,
but it was such a mainstream TV show like way that they ran it. It was so bad.
You know, I think that if they could just make it less dramatic and just more about the science.
Yeah.
Like, make it more. Like, cut the drama out. You know? Cut the shit out.
Cut the bullshit. Cut the dramatic. Cut the, oh, that this happened and we know that this didn't happen. Just actually do it and show us what happens. Like, it's not that hard. I don't know. It was what? Discovery or Travel Channel? Like, they always hype their shit up.
Yeah, it was like Travel Channel.
Yeah, like Travel Channel always hypes their shit up, dude.
Some bullshit. Some fucking bullshit.
I will say, I'm a big ghost person, dude.
You big ghost?
Yeah, I'm a big ghost person, man.
You got a good?
Do I have a good what? Didn't hear a word.
You got a good ghost story for me?
Oh yeah. So we lived when I was younger. I lived in this Cleveland, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And a while ago, you know, it's Bradley County. It was kind of out in the sticks a little bit, but we still lived near a bunch of little houses. And it was just kind of at nighttime, kind of a creepy place. You know, we had our house, a big field behind us, the woods. We had a cornfield to our right, and then we called the scary house, which was an abandoned house that wasn't abandoned at all, and then a big ass cemetery that we would hear strange sounds at.
Mm-hmm.
But I had so many issues when I was a kid growing up with like dreams that I would have in this house or things that I would see while I'm sleeping. Like I would see my parents had a really bad habit of checking on me when I was sleeping. They'd leave my door open, and my bedroom looks down the hallway to the end of the house, and it's pitch black in this hallway. So like, as a kid, you know, my imagination's whatever. I would see things just in one wall, out the other wall, out one wall, into the other wall, just all down the hallway. It's so weird. Or I would see things in my room, and it would scare me to the point I'd want to go to sleep. In my dreams, dude. Like, I would dream that I would have a dream and a dream and a dream, and I'd finally wake up in my room, and it's dark, and I'd walk down the hallway, and I remember I got tackled by something in the hallway, and it, like, pinned me on the ground, and I, like, couldn't yell. It was just like nothing would come out, and then I actually woke up, and I couldn't tell it was a dream. And I've never had an experience like that ever in another house or place that I've lived at in my life. And that place was super heavily native. So I feel like that had something really heavily to do with it. It was very native area. So I had a lot of issues and experiences there that were just not good for, you know, a 7-year-old.
Wow, man, that's so young to be experiencing something like that too. That's really wild.
And I guess that's kind of what made me, I guess, have such an open mind to it. Because now I live in Fort Oglethorpe, which was it was a war town in World War II. They had a big fortress here for training women during World War II, and it was super heavy. I'm right beside the Chickamauga battlefield, which was one of the most important battles in the war. It was the second bloodiest battle in the Civil War. They don't really teach about it, but
that's right in your backyard.
So it was when I lived with my parents. It was right in my backyard, but right here,
literally. But I mean, it's like in the town. Like you're like
no, literally. Like I can get in my car and drive 10 seconds down the road, and I'm in the battlefield. Like I'm there.
Oh, bro, you are in it. Then you are in.
It's such a cool place, but it's such a like. You'll be walking in the woods, and like sometimes it'll just, I don't know. It's a weird place, man. Some days are fine. Some other days are very strange, or you'll hear things, or you'll have experiences sometimes in those woods. It's weird. I'm not gonna lie. I believe in the shit. Like I'm not, you know.
Same.
And I don't fuck with them. I let them. I'm very respectful.
Same. I actually, we have a music video coming out very soon, and that music video is based off of like a real life ghost story from where the first place I moved as I was going to WVU at the time, so I got an apartment with a couple of friends, and that place was haunted as fuck. And I went into it like I didn't really believe in God, much less like ghosts. But that I only lived there like 7 months because it was so bad I got the fuck out. It was literally that bad. Where I was like, crazy. I'm gonna probably tell me ghost stories. I'm a sucker. Because when you've kind of like experienced one yourself, like you almost become addicted to hearing other people's ghost stories.
Yeah.
Because there's a comforting assurance when you get them, because it's like, oh, okay, I'm just not a Looney Tune. Like, obviously there are a lot of people who have had these weird things happen to them.
Yeah, like people go through this shit too. Like I'm not alone, you know.
Right. It's comforting. It really is comforting.
Yeah.
I think that's the stories, is that people, really skeptics don't and you kind of become addicted to them. Yeah, they're comforting, knowing that like, oh, okay, so there's a lot of weird shit out there. Gotcha.
Yeah, and then that's what gets you into watching these shows and listening to people's stories, or like exploring these places that you know, or like, you know, like the battlefield. Going there at nighttime, dude.
Ooh, bro.
You talk about cryptids. You talking about legends. Like I'll give you two off the top of my head. There's Green Eyes, which is from the hills. In the battlefield, he got his head knocked off by a cannonball, and it says that to this day he still looks for his head, and you'll see his head floating, and he's got two piercing green eyes that'll be seeing you through the dark. And like
Dude,
some people have
pants.
seen his headless body looking for his head, and some people see his head with his green eyes. They call him green eyes.
Dude,
And then
I would fucking piss my pants.
It's scary as shit, dude. You go out there when it's dark because you're not supposed to be out there, bro. It's creepy.
No way, dude.
And then they got the other one that's the stone dogs of Chickamauga, which are these statues of dogs, and they were said to come alive at nighttime and help the Union and basically tear up Confederate camps at nighttime. And then by daytime be back in their post and be dogs again. And they helped the Unions in these battles at nighttime, tearing up the Confederate camps and shit. Like, it's cool stuff.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I've never seen the stone dogs.
Man, I love that.
I don't know where they're at.
It's into like the dirt, the stories behind the stories. You know what I mean? Stuff like this. It's all very interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot in Chickamauga, and there was Chickamauga, and then less than 10 miles. I live right beside Chattanooga. Like, I can throw a rock into Chattanooga, So then there was the Battle of Chattanooga, and then the Battle above the clouds on Signal Mountain, which is another rock throw. So like a lot happened right here in this triangle. Because Chattanooga was like it was the rail hub of the South. So like they caught Chattanooga, and then he did Sherman's march into Atlanta. If he hadn't have caught Chattanooga, he wouldn't have been able to do that march. So Chattanooga was it.
Crucial piece of the pie.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know that, and it's really cool to learn about it. And like I had this big guy that has a big YouTube channel, and I talked to him and wrote a script for him one day, and he did a whole animated video about the Battle of Chattanooga. And it kind of opened people's eyes to this war. And again, that's just the nerd coming out back to the history and the war stuff I'm really big into. But it also connects with the ghost stuff and why it may be so active around here, and it's cool as hell.
Dude, some places are just like Point Pleasant. You know what I mean? Like they got an energy to them, dude. There's something, and there's also something about the Appalachian Mountains.
They're the
oldest mountains. Like I tell people all the time, I think one of the great X factors of my creativity is the fact that I live here. Like and it's great for your creative.
Yeah, I've never been up there. I mean, I've been to Virginia when I was super young for like an Alabama football game because I'm into college football. Of course, I live in fucking Georgia. How am I not? It is. What it is.
Yeah. It is what it is. Yeah.
But I've never actually been up to Virginia or West Virginia and experienced it. And I want to go up to West Virginia really bad and like Vermont and like up into that kind of sphere. I want to experience it really bad because all I know is like the southern base of the Appalachians a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I could recommend some great places if you would ever be interested in wanting to come to the WB. Because if you're into a vacation where you don't do anything except unplug, that's the place to go. It's the old WB. Just get lost in the mountains, bro. Just get lost in the mountains, bro.
See, we got something similar. I mean, we got Pigeon Forge here, which is kind of your... Okay, now you're there. Now you're back. Sorry. You cut out again.
Hey.
We got Pigeon Forge Gatlinburg, which is that kind of... It's that German town, which is, Oktoberfest. Mm-hmm. We're kind of a German town. But also that disconnect. And it's the only place that gets fucking snow around here, which is stupid.
Yeah.
Give us snow. I want snow. Right?
Gatlinburg's beautiful.
Gatlinburg's pretty sick.
It's going to be cold. It's going to be just a few good spring. That's it.
Just a little bit. I just want to see it.
Remind me it's winter.
Yeah, I don't need 2 feet, but I don't want a fucking
wants 2 feet.
A dusting.
Yeah, wants
Give me like 4 inches. Give me something.
A good 4 to 6. You know what I mean?
Yeah, something solid. Average size.
Average. I was waiting for it. It's a good 4 to 6.
Hey, I would argue that 4 is pretty big. I mean, don't cut me out here.
Yeah, don't undercut me. All right, don't you.
4 is pretty large. Okay, give me some fucking prop here.
It's all about what you do with it.
It's all about how you use it.
It's all about the swirl.
So
it's all about what you do with them hips.
So I know I was talking about this. We kind of got off topic talking about ghosts, which is fine. I don't give a fuck about a topic. This is an interview, but not an interview at the same time, you know?
Right.
So we're talking about making it, and you know, you would make it if you made it at Red Rocks, of course. Red Rock was insane. But what is kind of off the top of your head one of those things that's like, if this happens, you know, I think we made it. I think I'm where we kind of wanted to be as a group, as a band, and you know, as a dream, I guess.
I think that if we were able to go to like, you know, to play in one of those gnarly foreign countries, to like either do the Australian touring cycle, which would be like Japan and New, you know, or maybe European. And probably doesn't get any better than that. Like that's like the Mount Rushmore of like, you get to travel and you get to experience, like people in another hemisphere are like waiting for you to play music.
Yeah, no,
like that would be a wild thought.
And that's a big one. Like that's the past 2 or 3 bands I've had the same point, is we get to play. They were talking about some big festival that happens in Germany. Get to play in Germany, people know who you are. Fuck yeah. That, and of course be financially stable by your band. It pays for itself and pays you. But
Right.
being able to play in a different country, that's a fucking big one, dude. Like Distant, coming from the Netherlands over here, that's pretty big for them.
Pretty gnarly. Yeah. For them to be able to traverse all those miles for thousands of people that want to see them in another country, you know, that's got to be amazing. That's got to feel great. It probably makes the tour a little EDR.
Yeah.
And it, our own country, you know what I mean, touring it and stuff like that. It's like when I've done like Canadian stuff, and although it's close and, you know, very similar, but still it's like, we're in another country right now.
Still out of country. Camp, still needed a passport.
The land of ice beer and poutine.
Dude, I want some fucking Canadian poutine so bad, dude. You don't understand.
99 nighttime.
Dude, when I saw Beyond Creation, bro, I was like, man, I want some fucking poutine with Beyond Creation.
That would be amazing. Poutine with the boys.
Poutine with a 2-hour set? I'm fucking in, dude. Hell. I'd pay $150, dude.
I'm telling you, you need to save that poutine for after the set, because that thing's going to be a cinder block in your stomach.
I imagine. It looks so good, though, dude. Because I got a bunch of buddies up in, like, Canada, and they're always talking to me like, oh, I'm going to get some poutine tonight with the boys. I'm like, all right, fuck you. Like, rub it in, you know?
Just everything about it is rich as fuck, and I love it.
One day. I want some authentic. I'll go to Canada and get some authentic.
Sure. Talk to the locals. Like, there's a couple of chain places that, they're all right, but talk to the locals about where that good spot
that real hole
it's like
in the wall.
Pizza place. You know what I mean? It's like, I want to know where the locals are getting the slices at. You know, that's what I'm talking about.
For sure. I'll do the talking. I'm a big talker. My girl, not so much. I'll be the talker on the trip.
Shit.
So, I guess that kind of goes in the next question. What's the... This can be individually. I guess it's individually, because there's not really anybody else from the band here, which is whatever.
Right.
The biggest lesson you've learned so far, and that can either be in your personal life or in the band. Either one. But the biggest lesson that you've learned so far that, you know, if you kind of knew before you started, it would have been a game changer.
I didn't hear the end of that question. The biggest lesson.
It's okay. You cut out anyways.
Yeah, the biggest lesson I have learned in the band, or like in life, like about the music business.
Either whether it be personal in your own life or as working through with a band. Something that would have made it easier knowing from the start.
To make it try to be yourself, because in finding some sort of comfort, like in your own skin, to do that. You know what I mean? Just being like authentically yourself, as hard as that is sometimes, is really the only thing that I think that I'm good at. You know what I mean? I feel like I couldn't live like a gimmick or anything like that. So when you're tends to be a little bit more honest, and I think your performances become you know what I mean? I think when you can be relatable and vulnerable with what you're doing, people will naturally kind of be attracted to that.
No, absolutely. But and I also understand like it's hard to do that for a lot of people.
It is hard. Yeah, it's just like, oh, just it's like, this is metal. Like, people don't want any of that. You're like, I have to be this thing, but I decided to just not give a fuck and just be myself.
Yeah. Yeah, it is hard. I mean, it's hard for people just to do that in their everyday life. I couldn't imagine also trying to put on this performance and this stage presence and kind of have this. Again, people look at you like a deity, depending on who you are. You know, so you kind of want to be that person for them. Which is why I'm thankful I've never been in a band, because I probably couldn't. I probably couldn't handle it that well, man.
There's a lot of fake in the funk and a lot of saw. That to a degree can be really cool, but it also can be very
for sure.
Maybe just being yourself would be the best thing. And honestly, I think it opens up a thing we touched on earlier about writing, about your story is truly the most interesting story that you can tell.
For sure.
It really is. So being honest and being in touch with that is something that that I think can be very beneficial for some.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, your personality is what makes you different from everybody. Just same with your music, your band, black, you know.
Exactly.
Fuck, I've had too many beers. Black metal, deathcore. You know what I'm saying? It sets it apart from the crowd because not a lot of people think about that. But that's what it draws people to, because they're like, oh, this shit's sick. You know, it's all about that personality, you doing what you want, being who you are. If they don't like it, then fuck them. You know?
And that kind of goes into the next thing. The biggest advice that anybody it's more about just kind of doing it for yourself, like being fulfilled in the process, no pun intended, of making the art.
I think that was a good pun. I think that was a good one.
But everything else becomes so hard, and like the art at the end of the day is really all that you fall in love with making it and be bulletproof to scrutiny and the internet being an asshole and everything like that. Just learn to love what you're doing and invest yourself into what you're doing.
For sure.
You'll know when you put the work in. That's why when someone says something shitty, it really won't affect you the same. Because it's like, oh, what the fuck do you know? You know what I mean? Like,
because at the end of the day, you're doing what you want to do.
Yeah, don't have any control over. So I think that if you can at least be proud of what you're doing, like you've won. Like they can't take it away from you.
Yeah, no,
it's
for sure.
Like, you know, they can't take the rings away, baby, unless you're Reggie Bush. You know?
Yeah, like they mine. They ain't going nowhere. Fuck you.
Yeah, they can't take the strap back. You know what I mean? They already gave it.
Hell yeah.
But no, I'm particular about straightforward advice. I think that's the best I got.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I feel that. I feel like that's some of the best advice you can give. Is it sounds simple, but it's overlooked by a lot of people. Just be yourself.
It is. Just be yourself.
Yeah.
Just be yourself. When it gets uncomfortable on that stage, just be your fucking self. You know what I mean? Because honestly, that's what got you there.
Yeah. No, absolutely. That's what this is all about. Be yourself. hang out, talk shit, drink a beer.
Yeah, done. That's it.
I'm going to use the restroom one more time.
Okay.
So, perfect bathroom break time. We won't probably be doing this too much longer. I'll probably have another couple questions to hang out with. So,
Yeah,
I'll be right back. Man. So, Bicycle, if you got a question, ask that shit. I'll be right back.
Yeah, Bicycle, what you got?
Again? Okay. Don't judge me.
Favorite Bicycle, favorite cookout item.
Damn, you hit her with that favorite cookout item question? That's crazy.
I love it.
She said that double cheeseburger tray. Yeah.
I love the barbecue sauce. No, yeah, that's a good one.
I'm a Cajun chicken sandwich kind of guy, man, with the Cajun fries and some hush puppies. With that cookout sauce. Bro, that shit's banging.
Ooh. I used to love milkshakes, and I can't really handle the dairy as well. And every time I go there, they have all those delicious milkshake flavors. And
their milkshakes are...
I want one so bad. Especially, it's a late night. You played like 4 or 5 shows in like 4 or 5 days. And then, are you on your throat? It'd just be so...
Yeah, milkshake's a special treat.
I can't get it. I do like in this moment, I'm actually going to go see him in December with my girlfriend. Shout out Laura the chef.
Nice.
The love of my life.
Hell yeah.
She loves them and she wanted to go see him. They're actually playing her hometown, so we're going to have a wonderful evening out together.
Yeah, she likes In This Moment a lot. She said, I was in an ambulance, paramedic played their music, and we sang together while she was high on morphine. Yep, that sure did happen. We had a gnarly...
That's an amazing story.
We had a gnarly fucking car wreck, bro. You talking about my fiance fucked her hand up, dude, and they were just up on morphine. Like, degloved her whole hand. Every tendon was severed in her fingers and her thumb. Like, you could see through her hand.
Oh, my
Crazy
God.
Shit, bro. Yeah, it was fucking gnarly. Rough night.
Bicycle. Go way to back. Theatrics and kind of what they tried to do with their stage show. I think that's really awesome. And it's become like a forgotten art form in all of this. You know what I mean? Because different wardrobes and shit. I mean, it would just be a huge pain in the ass. There's a lot of reasons not to do it, yet she's kind of created her whole career on being this awesome theatrical performer. Maria Brink rules, bro. She rules.
Yeah, she's pretty badass.
How many people they got on that crew?
I don't listen to them as much as I should. Their music is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I stopped listening to them after a while.
I would be more. I think I'd just be more into the show than like just hanging out and listening to them. Because again, I like the theater that they're putting on.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
Yeah.
So, what did I have? Where did it go? I had a couple more questions, and then I got like a question that I try to get the bands to ask to each other. I get each person that I interview to ask a question for the next person, right?
Okay.
I'll get to that. That'll be after this one. So, one thing you personally would want humanity to come together and accomplish one day. as small or as big as you want. And let me know if I cut out because your image is frozen currently.
Wow. No, I heard coming together.
It's a deep question, but that's why I like it, because it kind of is like, okay, you know, makes you think a little bit.
I would say, obviously, this is an ambitious question, so it's going to require an ambitious answer.
Mm-hmm.
I think like sniffing out and crushing corruption would be the greatest thing that we could do. Like, because if we could accomplish that and actually like into like our infrastructures and invest them into our people, you know, that would be amazing. So I think that, but that'll never happen while people are greedy and just fulfilling their own desires, especially, of course, we're talking about the political. I'm not a big political person, obviously, but in that realm, it seems to be a lot of self-serving and no representation. And if we could find a way to sniff that out, a better spot.
No, for sure. I pretty closely agree with you on that one, honestly.
Motherfuckers, put the Punisher on them.
No goddamn bastards, you with your greed and your corruption.
We're gonna come sniff you out, you dirty cocksuckers.
You fucking capitalist bastards.
You fucking career politician, cocksuckers.
No, I agree. I agree. I feel like with corruption gone, greed would take a big hit, hopefully.
I think we'd be all right if we could find a way to do that.
I think so. You know, it sucks because it will never happen. But
no, it goes against our nature. It goes against our nature. That's why it will probably never happen.
One day, because you know everybody. Because like I feel like the biggest answer I feel like I would have got by everybody is world peace. But honestly, haven't gotten that answer once. Because I feel like with your thing, corruption, I mean, with world peace, there would have to be no corruption, or there would have to be not a lot of greed, and that's kind of impossible to do. Because world peace is a lot more than just people not killing each other, you know?
Right. That means we wouldn't like disagree. That means that we would all, but yeah, it just, again, it goes against our nature.
Yeah. And just because there's world peace doesn't mean there isn't corruption or super heavy capitalism still pushing people in the bottom of the barrel. There would still be world peace, but like what kind of world peace, you know?
Hours a week and struggling. There's something wrong with that.
Yeah. What you say?
Bicycle shout out. No reasons you should be in your 80s and in Congress. Fix that shit.
Bro.
You geriatric fucks, retire already.
Dude,
get out of there.
For real.
Don't you have a family to go hang out with?
This chick in Congress is like 97. I saw the other day, dude. Like, how?
It's embarrassing, bro. It's embarrassing.
You want us to...
You voted for that person. You should be in...
Yeah.
Fucking embarrassing.
You want us to retire at 65, but you're going to let this fucker that's 97 be in Congress? That was in their mid-20s during the World War II bomb raids? Dude, like, come on, bro. What the fuck? All right, enough politics. We ain't trying to fuck with politics.
Yeah, not trying to get... systemically, fuck them.
But still, fuck them. Yeah, either way, fuck them.
Fuck them.
So, the band that left the last band that left a question for you was Fight From Within. And they said, would you rather play a big stage with 3,000 people or a small show with no barricades, no security with 400 people? So just, I guess, a super underground, really intimate 400 people, packed house, or a big 3K people show.
I had to think about it for a second, man, because honestly... like shows when you get to play them, but they're not a better show. I only like them because they're just different. There's nothing better than the no barricade in your face people sweating and screaming, and you can tell they're having a great time kind of show. It
For
really
sure.
is the best because there's no veil between the band and the audience. Like it's all right there. It's all on the table. So
I feel like those are your
in your
hardcore
motherfucking
boys.
face.
Yeah, those are the ones that came for you.
You know, they're stoked.
For sure. I feel like that was an easy answer, but I don't know. People are different. You know, some people want that 3K people show because that's their fame. That's their, oh, we made it kind of moment. It depends on the person, you know?
Yeah, the money in that is great. No doubt.
For sure.
I'd love to be selling t-shirts at those shows every day. You know what I mean? Even with the 20% soft merch take from the venue, you're still going to do pretty fucking good.
And you've got a merch van for that shit. You don't have a little booth. You got a van for that shit.
Just the merch vehicle.
Yeah, you got 3K people going over to your little fucking beer pong table you set up. They're going to tear that shit down so quick. Dude.
Yeah. Those are those count in, count out shows. You know what I mean? Where like the staff is selling the merch for you.
Yeah.
Big time.
And
but yeah, man. But I don't think it gets better. That's what makes metal great. To close that out is like being up front in the dirty, dingy room. That's where the heart of like underground music.
For sure. There you go. I was waiting for your picture to come back. So I guess I mean, just simple. Your question for the next band, because I'm gonna do this where it'll just keep going. So what's the question from you?
What's the next band?
Sanguisugabog. They're tomorrow.
Oh, they're a big weed band, so I'm gonna have a weed question.
All right, word.
Dabs or blunts?
Dabs or blunts?
Pre-show ritual. Where you going?
Okay, so pre-show ritual, dabs or blunts?
Edibles, dabs, or blunts?
Edible dabs or blunts, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I know the one they're going to pick.
Yeah. Shout out to those boys for being awesome. And we really respect that kind of thing where we come from.
No, absolutely. I mean?
We like that. We're a big fan of the cannabis medicine in the Steel City.
See, I don't even smoke. I used to a long time ago, but I don't. But I can tell you, dude, I love just smelling bud. It's such a thing. It should be legal. I mean, again, back to politics. It should be legal. Oh, let's see. Hold on. I got. Oh, from YouTube. Sick. Laura. All I see is Laura. I don't see another name. Got to be a close and personal, smaller show, or you won't feel the sweat coming off a Rabby. True.
That's right.
It's all about that sweat coming off of the hair, swinging around.
I get this mane flipping, flapping around. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna catch some. But it's it's social contract. You get up in the grill, you're gonna get a little wet. That's just
it is wet. It is how it is.
It's at.
What did you say you cut out?
Said it's all good. It's all good, man. Just a little DNA. That'll be all right.
Oh, DNA's fun. Dude, my fiance, when we first got together, her biggest thing she wanted to show off to me was this crushed up water bottle that she got thrown to her from M Shadows at an Avenged Sevenfold concert.
Nice.
She was fucking crazy, and I don't know where that water bottle went. I think she threw it away. Or no, she still has it. There's no way. She's got to still have it. But dude, she was like, "This is my prized possession. This is it. This is my lifeline. This is my blood." Like, oh, I got this from the show. Which, now that I've got this, I kind of understand.
You get it. Yeah, you get it now.
I thought she was fucking crazy, but I totally understand. Okay, I don't think she threw it away. Okay, yeah, I would never throw it away.
No.
Where's it at? Bring it in here if you got it. We'll show it off. We'll show off your prized possession.
Yeah, let's see it.
But while we wait on that, what's one band that you would want to reference to come hang out on the stream one night that I could reach out to?
I think you should reach out because they're an upcoming band from Ohio. If you're into melodic death metal, they're called The Behest of Serpents.
The Behest of Serpents.
They just put out a new video with Ground Mag. Put out a crushing new vehicle or new video. Definitely check that shit out. Okay. I think it's called Haunted Walls or something like that. I don't want to fuck that up, but yeah, they up and coming band, spectacular. You should talk to those guys.
I'll reach out to them as soon as we're done. That's what I try to do. As soon as I get a reference, I'll reach out to them right after the stream and be like, hey, this is who told me to reach out. What's up? So sick. What's she saying?
Beyond.
You said what now?
Everyone's going to be on the Behest of Serpents bandwagon. So you heard it here first. Get them on. Get them on before they're too hot.
Prophesizing on the Apothecary stream. Word.
That's right.
That's the best sentence ever.
That's it.
Just take a plastic water bottle and crush it. It looks like that, but it had Shadow's lips on it.
Put the black light on it.
Damn, it's in the trunk of your car, bro. Get that shit out of there. Come on, man. That trunk is crazy. That trunk is a black void, bro. You'll lose anything in that thing.
Yeah, it'll never be found again.
Average Ultima trunk. But yeah, dude. That was... I had some more questions, but you know, I feel like we summed it up pretty well.
Yeah, man. I had a great time tonight, brother. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, dude. No, I appreciate you coming to hang out. I'll reach out to Behest of Serpents right after we get off of here, and
yeah,
this will be posted hopefully sometime tonight, and the YouTube video will be posted tomorrow, so I'll have it all up.
Awesome, dude.
In the next day. So
sick, nice. Man. Well, thank you again for having me. I appreciate it, and
yeah, absolutely, dude.
Just shameful plug. Check out the Breathing Process everywhere, and keep your eyes peeled because we're having something drop in September. So
I got you, dude. September's gonna be a crazy month for a lot of people already, so I got you.
Coming out with the hotness for real. Probably coolest piece of content we've ever done.
And maybe one day when we can like get some money for the bands that get on here, I'll get you back on here to make it worth your time.
Lagoon, but we're gonna swim the hell out of here, and we'll see you next time, brother. Thanks again.
All right, I appreciate it, man. Have a good night.
You too, brother.
There you go, boys. Chris with the Breathing Process. A very fantastic time. Almost 2 hours in. Appreciate you stopping by, Bicycle. I appreciate you, Laura. I think Laura was the name. I can't scroll up. I can't see it. I got to fix that. I don't know why that's broken. But thanks for stopping by. We got Sanguisugabog tomorrow at 7 p.m., I think. So we'll see how that goes. So have a good night, guys. Love you. Goodbye.